Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the practice log. Well, it's the start of a new week. Wow. So, let's go ahead and jump into it. You know, today was actually kind of a weird day. I did a lot of fun stuff, but the day started with me getting yelled at by a group of men on the street, which was weird. So just as like a PSA, like if you're a group of men, don't yell at people. Like, what are you doing? It's really inappropriate. So that that definitely put a damper on things, because it just made me feel like generally unsafe. But after that, I went to a museum, and then I went to a movie theater, and I feel pretty good now. I feel ready to hop back into the practice, so I think that's behind me. But you know, again, don't do that. So today, I'm going to look at the Morel Sonata, of course. We're gonna try to, chip away at the third movement, and then after that, of course, we're gonna get into Lamentos tomorrow. Mainly just try to work from memory. I'm gonna start with the Morel, because that's the stuff I really want to break into. So, other than that, that's pretty much what's new with me. That's what happened over the weekend. Yeah, how was your weekend? You having a good weekend so far? I'm not sure what day of the week it is right now, but hopefully your previous weekend was good. I don't really have much planned. This might just be like a regular practice session. I've been getting kind of crazy with the videos and stuff. I kind of just want to jump into it, and let's try to make some progress. Yeah, that'll be good. All right, well, I'll see you there. So I'm going to go ahead and just hop into the first movement of the Morel Sonata. So we'll see how far I get into that. I would like to get the whole thing like solid, smooth. And then, depending on where we are and how much time it's been, I will move on to the third movement. So I'll see you on the other side. Okay, I think I'm about ready to do this one for you. Let me bring it closer. I am once again going to just be playing the first movement of the Morel Sonata. You can't hear it too many times, and hopefully it'll be slightly better than the last time you heard it. Alright, I'm going to tune, and then we'll do it. I'm gonna take a moment to tune. Alright, I just tuned. And did a false start. Whatever. And that was the first movement, and that's really all I worked on in this hour. I know, but I have a good reason for that, and it was for the reason that I started this episode off with, which is that I've had, like, kind of a weird day, because I got yelled at by a group of men. So, I actually had an idea. Let me take you to the computer. Bas Rutten's lethal self-defense system. I don't know if we want lethal. It's better to have more than you need, though, right? So, this could be okay. I believe Bas Rutten, he's like an MMA guy, so he probably knows what's up. Let's see what he does.
Hello, and welcome to Bas Rutten's lethal street fighting self-defense system.
I'm gonna open up an episode like that one time. Welcome to Cameron's lethal guitar playing system.
All the techniques that I'm going to show you today, they actually work. I use them, so you can use them too.
He uses them. Is he, like, out on the streets? Like, is this the guy to be afraid of? Like, oh god. Alright, well, we're learning it from the source here, so that's good.
Never look away from your opponent, because if you look away, you cannot see the glass coming, or the hit, or what about a shin kick in the head?
If your opponent is shin kicking you in the head, you're done. Like,
Keep your eyes open, so at least you can go.
so you can watch him kick you in the head.
Also, I want you to look at his hands. Is he holding a beer bottle? Drinking a beer? Hey, that's a weapon right there, because he can hit the beer bottle on your head. Is he drinking a nice little soda? Hey, that's a weapon too.
Similar to the beer bottle, in fact. He might be more accurate with the soda, though. Be careful.
Crush it and stab it in your face.
Oh, I was not expecting that.
If you didn't see me holding this knife,
Wow, look at that thing.
you would have been dead, my friend, because I can play the innocent. I really don't want anything of this, and I go like this, and I slit your throat, and it's over and out.
It doesn't matter what he has in his hands if it's Bas Rutten. Just because I saw the knife, that doesn't mean he's not gonna... What, am I gonna take it from him? Bas Rutten's lethal self-defense system, bar weapons, and other fun things. By the way, this is an hour-long video, so this is gonna be a 3-part series. I'm just kidding. We're not watching the whole thing.
We are in a happening place, so you will hear background music and noises. Pay attention to me, that is, and not to the people singing in the back.
God, how depressing is that? You're in a happening place, and now you have to fight somebody?
There are many weapons that you can use.
It's just stuff on a table. Look at that. What is he gonna do with that lamp? What is going on with the lamp?
I should see. I call them weapons.
Yeah, they're not weapons. They're just objects. That glass, sir. How are you gonna use that as a weapon? I can't wait.
Very dangerous. You can stab it right in front of somebody's face.
Why would you do that, though?
Of course, the pepper and salt. Now, if you
Which one's more dangerous, though? I don't know. Let's see.
have the time to screw this thing off underneath the table, and you put the pepper in your hand, you can throw it at him, and then you can attack.
Like pocket pepper. Whoosh. I don't know, I mean, I guess you could do that. If you have, like, prep time for a situation like this. I suppose you could do that. Once you slash him with your knife, you can get the salt out too.
Blind him, okay? At least for a little bit. It's a nice little thing to hold in your hand and punch the guy with, or just throw it at him as a defense so that he blocks and you attack right away with a right, straight, left hook and all the finishing combinations.
Okay, wait. We don't know how to do a right strike, left hook yet, so I feel like I need to watch another video for that. Right now, all I'm doing is throwing the salt shaker. Where do I go from there? This right here. I could use this. If I walk around in my daily life with this thing, this is a nice thing to hold in my hand.
Now this, what can you do with this? Would you say same thing? Distract.
Yeah, just throw it at him. Just throw it at him. Same thing.
Throw it and it will work. This
It'll work.
very violent.
Oh no, not the lamp. Sir, not the lamp.
Pick off the cap. This is metal, ladies and gentlemen, and this is metal. You can now punch and you can hit and you can stab it like this. That's a great weapon right here.
Okay, that's about what I thought he was going to do with it. So he's just going to hit you with it. He might throw it at you if you're lucky. Yeah, that's the lamp.
You won't break your knuckles, by the way, because you're holding something. This is a very strong weapon. Now, also a very strong weapon, and happened one time in a restaurant when I was eating. I saw a waiter putting some hot sauce on somebody's foot, and he dropped one little drop of hot sauce into his eye, in the eye from the customer. And the guy was screaming from pain. It didn't work. So if you have the chance, well, unbutton this thing and square it into his face. Better yet, square it on your fingers, and the first confrontation with him, smear it in his eyes.
You just finger paint him with some hot sauce on his face, then you can beat him with a lamp. That's your year of court after that. I mean, that's a nightmare.
Other weapons, come with me. We have a...
Even if it's self-defense, I feel like if you're using these techniques and you, like, purchase this video, like, surely this is evidence against you. Like, you were up to no good. Like, you wanted to use it. I don't know. This is weird.
What can a plate do?
What can't a plate do? What are you gonna do with this plate, boss?
I can throw it to you again.
Throw it. There it is.
But I can also break it, and now it's a stabbing.
And now it's a broken plate. You have more pieces to throw.
It will have sharp edges, and it can cut your throat.
You don't have to go for the throat every time, man. Like, that's...
Very dangerous. Watch out for that. Of course, the bottle of beer.
We've gone over the bottle. I don't want the imagery of the bottle again.
If you break the bottle first, that's not gonna work. I tried this one time in a fight of myself. I was on the street. I took 2 beer bottles because we were fighting like 7 guys.
What are you talking about? What kind of life is that? Why? Do people just challenge you on the streets just because you're like an MMA guy?
I broke them, and they broke off all the way in here. So I had only the little pieces. And we started laughing real loud, and everybody was backing up because they thought, what is he doing? But it doesn't work.
He was in that kind of situation and, like, messed up. And when he messed up, he's so, like, insane that he just started laughing. He was just like, look at what I did. Now I only have my fists. This guy's crazy.
You break the bottle on his head, that will work for sure. Okay?
Yeah.
You can also stab it.
You can't... Okay, I'm gonna call you on that. You cannot stab somebody with a bottle. It's just, like, blunt force. Like, can you call that stabbing?
Oh, look at this. Now, this is a very dangerous weapon right here.
Yeah, it's a receipt thing.
No, the waiters?
Yeah, no, that's like, you are a murderer after that. Like, that's, you defended yourself, you defended everybody, congratulations.
I don't need to tell you what you can do with this thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even want to imagine what you can do with that thing.
Okay, hey, look at this.
He's gonna go to every single object in this bar and talk about how it's a weapon. He wasn't kidding, this is lethal. Everything he's suggesting is insane and terrifying that it's like something that can happen. Man, maybe we should just look up some like running videos or something, like how to run faster.
We have the bar stool. If somebody is pulling a knife, now you can hold him away from you and you can throw it at him.
Maybe what we really need is like de-escalation tactics. Because none of that sounds like a good option. That all sounds horrifying. But I do like this video. Alright, you know what? There's like a bunch of different sections. I might make this a series. But yeah, so that was the Bas Rutten video. There we go. Okay. So, you know, hopefully you learned something, like if you're ever, like, yelled at on the streets. I mean, don't do any of that. And you didn't learn any of that here. And none of that is advice. Don't do any of that. Just run. I guess run is, like, the best option. But it's fun to daydream about this stuff, right? It's just something to think about. Okay, I guess we can probably get back to practicing now. So, let's do it. That was fun, though. I actually really enjoyed watching that. You know, it's kind of fun to mix things up. So next, I am going to work on movement 3, and then I will work on the grotto, and we'll call it a night after that. So, I'll see you there. So I played through a bit of the third movement. I learned a little bit more than you heard last time. And I read through and played the Garotto. I'm just going to play for you the third movement of the morel, and then we'll call it a day after that. So, let's do it. This is a fast movement, but I'm going to play it slow for you. Alright, I'm going to do my best. And that's all I have. It was unsteady, because I played it too fast, but, you know, that's what we got. Also, I just filed my nails, like, off camera while I was practicing the first movement of the morel, and they are a little short, and they feel weird, so that's my excuse. Let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. So yeah, this was a pretty interesting one, wasn't it? I actually practiced for a while. I think it was like an hour and a half today, which I think is like kind of standard. Sometimes I go a little less though. I do it twice a day, so you know. We learned how to fight with Bas Rutten. We'll probably go further into it because I did enjoy watching that. Alright, if you made it this far, like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.